Dear Jill, should I still get married to my fiance of 5 years almost, whilst I'm grieving my ex-husband of 27 years? It's 6 months away. I'm really confused, I'm excited, and yeah, I'm nervous. And since my ex died, father of my children, 27 years together, and I've been grieving, and he's been dead almost a year now, passed away almost a year ago on Easter Monday this year. When he left me, we now think he had a brain tumour, and it's all been a mess in my head. I'm sort of stuck between the past and the present and the future, and I need to know what to do. We've been split up a couple of years, but I don't want to lose my name anymore, which is crazy, as my ex had remarried quickly the year before he died. I just need to struggle moving on. Please help.
Right. Okay. So Carrie, so you were with someone for a long time and you have children with them, and then you split up and he remarried, and then very sadly he died. And now you have met someone else and you're about to get married to them. But it's it's so complex, isn't it? I totally understand your confusion because you have like a series of losses that it sounds to me like you haven't quite been able to process properly. So first of all, you lost your husband because you separated, and it sounds like that was very painful for you. And I don't know if it was your decision or not, but it sounds like there's still pain there when you talk about that. Then obviously he remarries, and then you lose him for what seems like forever to that, and then he dies. So it's like you've lost one person in three different ways. And I think that's really hard to square up with yourself if you haven't really processed this properly, maybe with a professional even, because a complex loss when you maybe love someone even though you're not with them, or you love someone even though you're angry with them, or you love someone even though you resent them and you can't believe they left you. That's really complex, and it all gets very mixed up, and it gets very enmeshed with guilt and shame and all of these things. So my advice to you would be, if you can, try and go and see a professional. You said it's 6 months until you get married now, and just talk through some of these feelings that you're having. The other thing that might be going on, again, like maybe I don't know enough about your story, but I think even though you weren't with your ex when he died, I can understand that remarrying and moving on, there's like a real guilt and shame attached to it, because you spent so long with him and you brought up children with him and you thought you'd be together forever. And now you're on this new path in this new chapter of your life, and you can probably see, oh, this is really lovely and this man loves me and I deserve to be happy and I deserve to walk this path. But guilt and shame, they keep us beating ourselves up, and they keep us going, no, Carrie, you don't deserve to be happy, because you've lost someone, and your children have lost their father, and you don't deserve to have this happy, lovely, shiny life. And you said something about your name as well, and I'm I'm jumping to conclusions, but I'm imagining it's because you don't want to have a different name to your children. That's what I'm imagining. And that as well, I can really understand. And that could be a conversation that you could have with your husband to be. It could be something that, even if you just were able to be honest about it and got it off your chest, you might just feel better about having said it. And then you might go on to, take his name. But it sounds like everything that you're telling me is just very internal. And maybe you're not speaking to anyone and it's all just going on inside. And it does sound like to me that you need to get really, really honest and get really, really real with somebody who can hold space for you, who can listen to you, and who can let you hear yourself. This is what you need. You just need to let you hear yourself say these things out loud and try and make it all make sense, because you've been through so much and it is complicated, your situation. But just in case it is just a case of you thinking you don't deserve the nice, shiny new road, taking a new path, taking option B, as I call it, doesn't mean that you didn't love option A. That's not what that means. That just means that that's not there anymore. And actually, for you, your option A had already gone. You were already on a different road. It's just emotionally you might not have let that go yet. But just try and talk to someone and try and work this all out, because if this new man in this new life and this new path that you could be walking, if that's going to bring you a lot of joy, I would hate for you to push that away just because you're getting scared or you're feeling guilty or you're feeling shameful. Or, some people as well, when they have children, it's just the idea of it's almost like an abandonment piece. Like, if I marry this new person and I change my name, will my children feel less connected to me? Will they feel like I don't love them as much? It is mad when you say it out loud, because of course it doesn't mean that. But I know people that have felt this, and I understand why you might feel like that. So I think you just really need to speak to somebody and just know that you deserve to be happy.